What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's shaking, guys? How y'all living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers, of course. Shout out to everybody that's been following us on Def to Radio, our Instagram, and deftoradio.com, our website. Make sure y'all follow us on Def, DEAF, radio.com, our website. That's a great way to support the channel and a great way to get on our radar as far as requests are concerned. The information for both will be in the description below.
And as always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and notification bell. Make sure it's set to all so you get all our videos as they drop. Up-and-coming artists, you know what to do. Click the link in the description. We'll do about 60 seconds of your song in front of one of our up-and-coming videos, get you some exposure. Or if you got a full song, we can get you hooked up on that as well. All that information will be below, guys.
Honestly, we forgot to even do this album. Like, we haven't gotten many requests for it. I looked on Tidal, I couldn't find it when it said it, when I guess it was supposed to drop, and it just completely fell off our radar, and we have just been busy, life and all that gets in the way. And I just forgot about the album. I'm surprised that you guys haven't been flooding us with requests. We got more requests for Schoolboy Q's joints, which we're going to try to get to, than Kanye. And I'm like, why is nobody requesting Kanye? Then I'm seeing the Apple distribution issue. I'm not even seeing it being promoted on the streaming platform that I use. Like, I had to, when you type in, I have to type in Kanye's name, go to his profile and his account to find the Vultures album. You would think with an artist of his magnitude that it would just be on the front page. So I'm
especially hip hop genre.
Especially when you click on hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with this album. It seems like it's had some weird hiccups in the rollout of the album. So to be completely transparent though, man, I mean, I've gotten a kind of an idea of what people have been saying about this album. I've heard some people say it's good. I've heard some people at this point, because we're late, saying that it's growing on them. I've heard people completely trash the album as well, saying it's horrible and this and that. So I don't know what to expect out of this. Kanye is a very polarizing artist. We're going to do Burn. Out of the few requests that we did receive for this seemed to be the one that you guys wanted us to do. So let's check it out. Sorry, I know we're late. It is what it is. But better late than never. Kanye West, Burn, featuring Ty Dolla $ign.
Her body like the Wild Wild West.
Let me stop it real quick, because I don't know if y'all just got the right song to us or what, but to me, based off of the beat sounds good. So I want to point that out, because you know Kanye, he can get a little extra. He can do some extra wild shit. He might throw a fucking siren in this song or something like that to completely throw us off. Right now, though, I like Ty Dolla $ign's vocals on this, and I like the way the beat sounds. The beat's got it's whatever sample they use and all that is cool. I like it. I like the soft drums on this, and normally I'm a hard drum guy, but I like the soft drums on this. So I think it sounds good thus far, and this is what my brother Ryan here says, or at least on the rock and metal side. Just in case some shit gets crazy, just in case Kanye wows out on us, let's give it credit right now. I like the beat, and I like the way Ty Dolla $ign's vocals sound.
I concur, sir.
Okay. Matter of fact,
continue.
Matter of fact, let's actually start it back over, so that way we can.
Like the Wild Wild West. What if you done found out, yeah? Riding in the big God bless. She's all found out. It's a hell of a time. Burning like a candle.
Right here.
Your love is dangerous.
Hey.
Your love is my love is.
I gotta stop it again. I'm sorry. I want to give it a little bit more credit.
Like a candlelight.
Yeah. Dangerous. Yeah. Ty was he's doing his thing on this. All right. Just giving it more credit.
Burning like a candlelight. Your love is dangerous. Your love is my love is our love is. Burning like a candlelight. Your love is dangerous. Your love
Are you not entertained?
our love is.
Who's not entertained by my pain? Who ain't cash a check off my name? On my campaign, turn the campaign. I burn 8 billion to take off my chains. Burn, baby, burn. Sometimes it hurts, I guess I never learned. To who would make us turn the CEO of the firm? It's not somewhere smoking sherm with big worm. Man, a couple wrong turns could fry you forever. It's a permanent perm. You charge it for cookie, that's bang for your buck. If you're kissing on the mouth, you ain't charging enough. You heard I was flying them out. They was trying for clout. I was dying of gout. Man, the world gone mad. Heard R. Kelly in the next Balenciaga ad.
Burning like candlelight. Your love is dangerous. Your love is my love is our love is burning like a candlelight. Your love is dangerous. Your love is our love is like the wild, wild west. What if you done wild out, yeah? Riding in the wind, God bless. She's all I know. It's a hell of a time.
That shit is
Back
quick
when
as
I
hell.
first became
That's off?
Yeah, I'm looking at Ryan Reynolds now and shit.
Yeah.
The next commercial.
That was crazy. That was abrupt as hell, too.
Yeah, it was. Damn.
Yeah, man, I like this, man. I know we're gonna dig into some of what Kanye West was talking about, man, but I want to start with just the whole vibe of the song and what Ty Dolla $ign added to this, man. He added such a bounce, burning like a candlelight.
Catchy melody too.
It almost gave me kind of a Bruno Mars type of feel to it, like it's an R&B element, but it's a little old school kind of vibe to it.
Yep.
Like when he's like, "It's a hell of a time," like that. That's an old like sound. It's a hell of a time, you know what I mean? To say that. So I really loved how the chorus sounded in this. I feel like, because just kind of hearing when he said, "I burned $8 billion and took off my chains," and I feel like he was kind of rehashing all the things that has gone on in his life, you know what I mean? In a brief summary, right? And I hear the melody and how this song is constructed. You know what this sounds like to me? It sounds therapeutic to me. Like, I'm just gonna go back to basics, make a cool, chill song, talk about my trials and tribulations of life and the shit that's happened to me, and just kind of strip it away and just, address the elephant in the room, and just strip it away and just kind of see if I can move forward. I don't know if the whole album is like this or if that's just isolated to this song, but that's what it sounded like to me. It's like, you know what? Fuck it, man. Everybody make mistakes, man. I know I didn't make the best decisions, but hey, we're here now. You know what I'm saying? Let's fucking burn off the bullshit and let's start fresh, man, and just kind of a clean slate, so to speak. I don't know if that's what he meant, but that's the feeling this song gave to me. Like, hey, you know what? Let's just, you know what I mean? Let's just kind of move forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I done already fucking just lit fire to my whole empire and shit. I think that's how I took it. Like he said, I burned $8 billion to take off my chain. I feel like that's his way of saying I was willing to burn my empire down, which I feel like it's an argument that he did, and hopefully we can get back. In order to, and when I think of change, I think of slavery. Like I was able to free myself because maybe he's referencing Adidas, you know what I mean, and not being able to, just express himself creatively in a way or have full control over his creative vision. And that was his way of feeling shackled and like a slave to them. So I'm willing to just let it all go. If you're not going to use my vision or if you're not going to go off my vision, I'm willing to just let all of these billions go. So I burned it all to the ground to take off the bondage, which I think is actually really, really dope writing, by the way. I actually think he rapped well. He said, "Who's not entertained by my pain? Who's not entertained by his pain?" How I'm taking that is, we see the Instagram rants, right? We see the him calling Pete Davidson skeet and shit, like, and we see him trying to run for president, right? He said, "Who's not entertained by my pain? Who ain't cashed a check off my name? When my campaign turned to campaign." So I'm thinking he's referencing the presidential campaign. You know what I'm saying? When he ran for president, right? But it turned into campaign. Like the pain that came from that, the backlash that came from him running a campaign. And maybe he's also saying on camera. Like it was all caught on camera. The camera pain, the pain that you guys saw that I was going through on camera, live and in living color in front of the world. And who ain't cashed a check off my name? Yeah. Y'all got paid for keeping my name in your mouth. TMZ, all these magazines, right? All these blogs, man, people are getting paid off of his misery, right? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? His downfall, his manic episodes, or just mentioning Kanye's name.
Sometimes it hurts. I guess I never learned, because before that he said, "Burn, baby, burn." He's on. Sometimes it hurts. I guess I'll never learn. The way I'm taking that outside of the literal sense, man, is sometimes it's hard to do what maybe you should do, but it's just against principles of yours. Maybe you feel like a sellout. Maybe you feel like it's just not the right thing to do. Maybe you feel like it's just morally not right or whatever the case may be. When he says, I guess I never learned, to me, it's not a person that is remorseful. It comes from a standpoint of it's just against me. I just can't physically do it. That's what I've always felt about Kanye, and I feel like that statement is saying that. Like, dude, I guess I never learned. You know what I mean? Like, I can't physically do what you're asking me to do.
I never learn.
Right.
Which means this has been a consistent thing. I keep touching the stove every time.
Yeah, because a couple wrong turns, man, could fry you forever. It's a permanent burn. That statement right there sums up Kanye West's career, his state of events recently to a T. Because when he says it could fry you forever, man, and it's a permanent burn, like a scar, like if you get burned physically, like in a literal sense, if you burn your hand or your arm or something like that, that scar is going to be with you forever. It's a permanent burn, right? And I feel like that is where he's at, man. I feel like he's like, yeah, well,
He's dealing with the fallout.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Dealing with the fallout of some of the decisions that he's made. So he said, to who it may concern, the CEO of the firm is now somewhere smoking Sherm with Big Worm. So I don't know if he's talking about the CEO of Adidas. I think that left or something like that. Like, yeah, that motherfucker somewhere smoking crack somewhere because he ruined an opportunity or he got fired or something like that. Then he said, man, a couple wrong turns could fry you forever. It's a permanent burn. A couple wrong turns, like you were just saying, Ryan, a couple of bad decisions that he made that it looks like he's acknowledging that he made bad decisions, right? Yep. Could permanently ruin your career or ruin your image, right? But maybe he's referencing Michael Jackson. A couple wrong turns, fry you forever, permanent burn. You know, Michael Jackson in the Pepsi commercial, right? Like his hair was lit on fire, right? Or something like that, the lights. So I don't know if that's, and then he turns, he spins, right? But a couple wrong turns will put you in a position where you just, you're picking up the pieces. You're dealing with the fallout and realizing, like, damn, I kind of fucked up. I kind of took it a little bit too far.
And also, you guys know from Friday, right? You know, Big Worm, you know what I'm saying? And,
I mean, Big Perm, Big Worm.
Yeah, remember that? You know, Chris Tucker was out, what up, Big Perm? I mean, Big Worm, you know what I'm saying? So that could be a play in there, too. Obviously, he referenced Big Worm, so that permanent burn, you know, he could be referencing that as well.
And what this makes me think of, man, is this this snippet. I think it was Lil Dicky who was on, or Lil D was on Andrew Schultz's podcast, and one thing that Lil D said when he was on Andrew Schultz's podcast is, you know, Kanye's the type of guy that seems like he doesn't want to be controlled. So what happens is he's willing to go to the extreme to defend his right to be free to say what he wants to say. And I think I don't even think sometimes he's thinking about what he's saying. I think it's just the point of, you can't control me, so I'm gonna say the craziest shit to prove to you that you can't control me, or whatever the case may be. And I think it's just more of a rebellious thing. So shout out to Lil D for that, because I thought that was very insightful. And I feel like that kind of sums up Kanye West sometimes. Obviously, you couple that with, clearly, you know, there's some mental health issues going on there, and he just has access. He's just a billionaire with no mental health issues is just, I can't even imagine having money and that type of access and what that does to someone's mind, in addition to having what I feel like are inherent mental health issues, in addition to having this sort of part of what got Kanye to where he's at is this sort of belief in himself and this independence and willing to go against the status quo. So I think all that is just not the perfect or the worst storm for what I feel like we've been seeing from Kanye, man. It's just this complete meltdown, publicly, I should say. What do you say, you charge her for cookie that's bang for your buck? That's a slick line, right? Cookie, you charge her for sex, right? Yeah. But that's bang for your buck. When someone says you get a lot of bang for your buck, you get a good deal.
Great deal.
You get a great deal, a lot of bang for your buck, but you're actually literally banging. You're having sex for money, buck money. And then he said,
cookie is another word for you know what.
Vagina. You know what I'm saying? And then he said, the world gone mad heard R. Kelly in the next Balenciaga ad. I think he's referencing when Balenciaga had, like, I think teddy bears or some shit. They put him in, like, skimpy bondage type of wares. And I think that was, the world looked at that as, like, why are you,
like, oh my God,
why are you taking something that's innocent, that's made for children, and putting it in bondage? So you're sexualizing the innocence of children, right? And then R. Kelly, of course, we know R. Kelly was dealing with underage women. So I think that's Kanye sending a shot to Balenciaga because he used to have a relationship with Balenciaga and he's no longer with Balenciaga. Right. So that was his way of taking a shot at Balenciaga. I heard the CEO of the firm is now somewhere smoking Sherm with Big Worm. That's his way of taking a shot at Adidas because they're no longer, together. Some of the best writing I've heard from Kanye in a little while, if I'm being honest. I mean, outside of maybe the Hurricane song off of Donda, this is some of the best writing I've heard from Kanye. And I say this, man, I always say this about when you become a big-time artist. Drake does this. Jay-Z has made a career out of doing this. Kanye does this. When you get to a certain point, man, where people can see your life, what makes this interesting is that we can see these elements that they're talking about play out. Like a new artist or an artist that's on the come up doesn't have the benefit of their life being on display. So it isn't as impactful, right? So you just don't know anything about him. But you know Kanye, you've seen him, have these meltdowns online, and we've seen things play out for Kanye. So when he puts it in his lyrics and it's written well, it feels more impactful. You know what I'm saying? Like some people hate the diary rap. They call Drake's rap diary rap or whatever. But it's interesting to people to really see. It's like the Truman Show. You know what I'm saying?
It's true.
Seeing people's lives play out in front of them. So I think he did a really good job in at least keeping us up to date on where his mindset is after all that wild shit that we saw from him. I actually really enjoyed the production in this as well from Kanye, Azul, Morton Rizzi, Krishan, the legendary Trackster, and Leon Thomas. Oh, shout out to Leon Thomas, man. I've been listening to some joints from Leon Thomas on my own time. So shout out to the whole production team on this.
Yeah.
I thought the sample was good. I thought Ty Dolla did his thing on the chorus. I thought this was a dope song, man. I haven't been saying I have not been saying that often for a lot of recent Kanye music, but this song is dope. So yeah, give us more from the album, man. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Also, make sure y'all check out deftoradio.com. The information for that will be in the description. I'm George. That's Ryan. Los to Vegas.
We out.